And I'm reading this book. It's a classic called The Magical Child. It's actually just called Magical Child, not The Magical Child, by Joseph Chilton Pearce. He talks about how in child development psychology, developmental psychology, there's just been this kind of assumption that the natural way that children develop needs to be fixed or altered somehow. And even amongst the developmentalists, who are the kind of the most accepting and affectionate about and allowing of the natural child development process that takes place, like Piaget, he says there's still this one thing where all the scientists want to eradicate children's magical thinking. What is magical thinking? It's the idea that the thoughts that you think in your head affect the things around you in your world. And he goes on very persuasively to make the case that our whole world of child rearing and child education and parenting tries to eradicate this magical thinking from children and tries to get them to trade it for our view, our worldview, our vantage point. And that the dominant adult worldview paradigm vantage point is very anxiety based. Okay? Be careful so you don't. I asked London the other day, do adults always tell you to be careful? She said, yeah. I said, do you ever listen to them? She goes, no. I said, why do they tell you that? I don't know. But that's what we do. We say, be careful, almost unbidden. We don't even want to say it. It just comes out. We go to school so that they can make a living. It's all driven by anxiety. There's no trust in allowing that, like, if you just let the child develop the way that nature, God, source, spirit, and all that is, has already encoded this child to develop, they'll be all right. Right? Our world has conditioned us to feel like that's risky. We have to let that go. We have to adopt instead the total trust vantage point in order to ever create the success we've been talking about, this congruent form of success. All right. And yes, it feels risky, but remember, innovation is taking risks. Innovation is daring to take risks. It's gonna feel risky. Creating a more elegant world will feel risky. Creating a more elegant life will feel risky. So we gotta trust instead.